Thank you, Kuberji. Namaste, welcome and suswagatam to all of the esteemed guests. And it's an immense pleasure, and I'm truly honored to be here today as the 8th successor of NICCI and the youngest successor in NICCI as a president. And I would like to welcome everyone at the first Prabhakar SJB Rana Memorial Lecture 2025. This is the series which we started this year in March 9. It's a very, very important event for the business community, as well as to the government, bureaucracy, and beyond, because of his, because of his immense and extraordinary contribution towards the growth of the country. This is what I feel. And before commencing, officially, I must welcome particularly to our keynote speaker, Dr. K.V. Subramaniam. Thank you so much. The important thing is that you replied to our invitation within 24 hours from Washington, D.C. to come here. That's very, very important and a great news for us at that time, because we wanted you to be here after discussing with my colleague, Mr. Ravi Raivaram, my vice president and the MD of Sri Nepal. Before, instituting the concept of the Prabhakar Shamsher Rana Memorial Lecture, what we decided is to bring the noted speaker only from the business community and from the economy and from the government. This is how we invited you here, sir, and thank you for coming yesterday here, and I'm happy that you have been enjoying, and you already had a great meeting with our finance minister, then governor, and you have other scheduled meetings as well. Thank you once again for coming here, and also would like to welcome Prasanna Srivastavji, our very dear friend of NICCI, and Shuman Shekharji, who has been supporting NICCI since his arrival in Kathmandu. As we have a long tie-up with the embassy, and we have a very, very unique, steady kind of relationship with the Embassy of India in terms of promoting trade, economy, and business in the country. And I'm also privileged to welcome Mr. Siddhartha SJB Rana, the son of late Prabhakar SJB Rana, and the chairperson of Tara Management Private Limited, to whom I got a chance to meet on 4th of February, sir, at your residence with the support of my colleague Ravi. And we had a fantastic meeting for 30 minutes, and you agreed to be in the first session physically. And I'm super excited to listen your thoughts on about your father, and most importantly, about the growth of Nepalese economy and the investment which you have been doing quietly in various sectors in the country, like the hydropower sector, because you are the one that your family who started investing in the first IPP. Because of this, even I see a couple of friends here, my new billionaire friends in the country, who are on the same path and contributing largely, to make the trade sufficient for Nepal by exporting power to India and Bangladesh. That's important role being played by Prabhakar SJB Rana, which I thought to mention. And thank you, my immediate past president, Srijana Ranaji, for welcoming all of our guests here. And thank you for providing wonderful leadership at NICCI during your tenure. And I'm trying to do some extraordinary things under our new executive board. And once I become the NICCI president in September 26, I decided, I thought, what should I do the next? I mean, the new thing, because seminar, conference, the workshops happenings everywhere, and all the chambers are doing, as I'm also in the FNCCI as an EC member. Then I decided, what should I do first? Then I realized that, why not I remember, the founding president of NICCI, and most importantly, the towering business personality of the country, late Prabhakar SJB Rana. This is how, I floated the proposal in my first executive committee members. Then my committee members agreed to host the event. Then we approached to Mr. Rana for the concurrence. Then I think, and today is March 9, we were thankful to everyone who supported us to make this event happening. The Honorable Minister is on the way because he was in Bhairava and then he is in airport now. He's talked with the security arrangements. I'm hoping that he will come here. Now let me talk a little bit about our keynote speaker, Dr. K.V. Subramaniam. K.V. Subramaniam was the youngest and 17th Chief Economic Advisor to the Government of India till November 2021, I guess. And he played a very important role in shaping the Indian economy during the COVID time period. That's a very important step which he contributed to the Government of India. Then he joined India's Executive Director at the IMF, which he serves now. And he did his studies from IIM Kolkata and IIT Kanpur. Then he did his PhD from Chicago Booth School of Business. He belongs to the Tamil family from Chhattisgarh. And he's a very young and dynamic economist and who has expertise in economic policy, corporate governance, and banking. I think your expertise would be very much helpful to the development of our country, and a couple of our private sectors would be interested in days to come to host you and to bring your expertise. This is what we believe, and NICCI believes, to facilitate those ideas and those expertise and making it into reality. That is the real job of NICCI. So thank you once again. And once again, I would like to welcome everyone along my executive committee members. And we have another very important ceremony, that is the release of the book, which has been led by Mr. Kubir Chalise and his team for the period of 3 months, along with the support of the Indian Embassy and Ministry of External Affairs, which we are launching during this event. This is also one of our important event. And we are trying to contribute to bridge the gap of investment since 1990s. If you realize and if you remember that most of the big investments came from India during the 1990s. And another, very important thing, what I would like to notify here is that Nepal, one of the biggest taxpayer company in the country, it was not only the bilateral investment, it was a trilateral investment, like the British, Indian, and the Nepalese investment. So Prabhakar Rana reflects his vision, not only Nepal-India, more than this. If you see even the Botegos investment, that came from the United States. So he's a towering personality, which we know, and we are happy to pay tribute to promote his legacy in NICCI and to support his ideas and to activate his visions through NICCI. And we'll be continually organizing this kind of series in days to come, in every 2 years. That's our plan. This is how we'll move forward, and this is how we'll be able to bring the noted speakers from India and other countries. Once again, thank you, and after this, I'll be asking to my technical team to play a short film on Prabhakar SJB Rana's contribution in Nepal's economy and in NICCI's growth, as well as other important organizations' growth in the country. Thank you once again.